So I first heard of Generation slash Azubi Africa AWS training program from email. I applied for Azubi Africa Arrested program like a year ago, but I wasn't able to go through with it because it was around the same time that I was supposed to do my national service. So I hold on that for a bit. Then when I was just checking my emails a couple of weeks back, I saw this email about Generation Ghana in collaboration with MasterCard Foundation and Azubi Africa offering a free training program for cloud computing, which was something I was already interested in and I already done with my national service, so I applied. And one thing you should bear in mind is there are certain criteria that you're supposed to meet before you can apply for this program. First of all, you must be someone that's already graduated from a tertiary institution. I think mostly universities, I'm not very sure about that, but I think tertiary institutions are all fine. Then you must have also completed your national service to be able to be qualified, because at the latter stage of the selection process, they'll ask you for your national service completion certificate. So you are going to struggle if you didn't do your national service. Just find a way to like do it, or find a way to get a certificate. That's what I'm saying. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to qualify. And another thing is you must be a Ghanaian. I don't know why that's the case, but that's the case. The other Azubi programs that I applied for, they didn't have that criteria, but in this particular one, you must be a Ghanaian to be able to qualify to even be a part of it. During one of the orientation meetings, there was this Kenyan guy, and he was told that unfortunately he can't join because he isn't a Ghanaian, because they will require your Ghana card to even register you in the first place before you can get your gadgets. I'll get into that later on. Just know that you must be a Ghanaian first. And another thing is the interview process it's not as difficult as I thought it would be. It was relatively straightforward. The only question I was asked was, I think, what's an IP address and a bit of networking questions. These are stuff that, okay, maybe I had an advantage because I studied computer science. So I don't know, maybe if you're not coming from a tech background, please try and brush up on your IT, a bit of networking, but it's not like that technical. And there is a logical assessment as well, which is the standard IQ test. So if you've taken an IQ test, you're good to go. If you've never taken an IQ test, just go online and just type in like any random IQ test that you can find to help you. Most of the time it's sort of like pattern identifications. There will be a bunch of shapes and you have to find a specific pattern. Then some of the logic mathematical logical expressions are sort of like, let's say they'll give you a pattern of numbers, maybe 2 4 6 8, and you have to find a pattern. In this particular example, the pattern is like an increment of 2, so stuff like that. That's how the logical part of the assessment is like. And there is an English test, which I think shouldn't be a problem for most people, especially if you've already completed university. Obviously you have to use English in your course of studies and other stuff to communicate with people, so obviously your English is good enough, so I don't think that'll be a problem. Then the next thing is a creative project. During this creative project I did a rap. A nice rap for them, because I had to show up. You can do anything. You can write a poem, you can make a PDF, anything, but I felt like I had to do a rap, so I did that, and here we are. And there is a final interview process as well. There are 2 interviews actually. There is one with sort of like a video, you record yourself answering certain questions interview. There's that one. Then after that interview, there's a second one with an actual human being, like a person. I had mine with this amazing lady, and it was actually fun. It felt like I was having a conversation with an old friend, which was really cool. So the process is not as stressful as I thought it to be. My only problem is with their communication. It's very lacking. You see, after I applied for this program, it took I applied for the program. I did the creative projects, the interviews, the text, and everything. It took 3 weeks for them to respond to me, and it can be quite discouraging. Around that 3 weeks, I considered joining ALS, but it was paid, and I'm going to pay for like a course, so I didn't do that. Obviously, what am I going to pay for? A course. If there is another one that's free, they are giving laptops and devices and stipend every week. Obviously, who's going to choose the other one? And there's a catch here. With these laptops and stuff that you are getting, the term is on loan. What that means is it's being subsidized by Generation Ghana and MasterCard. Yeah. So the total price of this is like 1,900, which you don't have to pay if you don't want to. If after the program you want to return the gadget, it's fine. They are going to take it as long as you take good care of it. And you would also need like 2 guarantors to guarantee like you are going to be committed to the program. You're going to actually put in the work, because it's 40 hours a week, like very, very, very intense stuff. So if you have like a part-time job, if you have like other commitments, it might actually be difficult for you to join this program. So you have to consider that too if you are thinking of joining. Yeah. So we will just dive into like the gadget that we were given, the laptop and stuff, and we just wrap this up, and I'll catch you guys up like later on. Yeah. I might need to talk that. Okay, so first of all, this is the adapter for the laptop, yeah. And there is a 2-pin adapter as well as a 3-pin adapter, which is nice, so that you can, if you have like go to a place that has a 3-pin, you have one. If you go to a place that has a 2-pin, you also have one. That's a nice touch. And the moment of truth, this is the laptop itself. Yeah. So as you can see, it's a beautiful HP laptop branded with MasterCard and I think Subtribe, yeah, and Agritech for some reason, AgriConnect, yeah. So it's an i3, I don't know if you can see that from here. It's an i3 laptop. It's really sleek and beautiful, which is nice. Yeah, so up next we go to the MiFi that came with the package as well. So this is the MiFi. I don't think I should do an unboxing of the MiFi. We all know what a MiFi is. So but this is the MiFi as well. Yeah, and it comes with 10 gigabytes of data every month, which is nice.